Chapter 6 of Advanced Public Relations and Advertising deals with ethics. This is not merely an academic concern, because all that public relation practitioners have to offer their clients is their reputation. Without ethical behavior, there is no credibility, and then the public relations message falls on deaf ears. First, we will look at the complications which raise ethical concerns. Then we will examine the concept of stakeholders in an organization. Public relation practitioners have many personal and professional duties to perform, and the change in the overall business climate offers many potential ethical challenges. Arthur Page was a well-respected pioneer in public relations. He said that public relations is built upon three things. Most important is ethical behavior, because credibility is the bedrock of public relations. Companies must also demonstrate social responsibility in order to build a positive public image. They must also be financially responsible to their employees, creditors, and investors. Notice that the first point of Page's list of ethical principles is honesty. The next point is to match actions to words. Then public relation professionals must take the pulse of the public and advise management about relevant public attitudes. It takes years and years to build a good reputation, but only one bad act can destroy it. And consider how a given action will affect the company in the long run rather than the immediate impact. Not only does a positive public opinion drive the profitability of the whole company, but everybody's involved in creating a positive public image. He also addressed how to deal with media. Always be courteous, because the reporters are just doing their job. Many different parties have a stake in the company. Public relations agencies serve clients, but sometimes the best course of action is to refuse to do something that a client asks you to do because it's unethical. The media and public relation professionals have a mutually beneficial relationship, but they are also adversaries to some degree, because public relation practitioners want to paint the client in the best possible light, while the reporters want a newsworthy story with conflict and wrongdoing. The best way to resolve the dilemma is to simply tell the truth. Build a respectful relationship with media. Sometimes public relations has to help package information for regulators or legislators. Public relations has an academic side, and practitioners in the field should work with academics to train the next generation of public relation professionals. The essence of business is to serve customers, so the relationship between public relation practitioners and the consumers is the most important of the stakeholder relationships. On the other hand, stockholders elect the board of directors, so they're the ultimate bosses of public relation practitioners. Public relation practitioners also have to consider other stakeholders, such as the community at large and even competitors. But as Benjamin Franklin advised, businesses should do good works in order to build a good reputation. Individuals have a duty to be honest. The job of public relations is to protect the good reputation of the company, which is symbolized by the logo and trademarks. Marketing involves selling products. Public relations involves selling the whole company. Advertisements are used in marketing, and the purpose is to make the company's products stand out from the competitors' products. Nevertheless, advertisements must be honest in order to be credible to customers. Increasingly in this digital age, protecting the privacy of customers has become a critical ethical function. But as the Bible says, the truth shall set you free. The Bible is often misquoted as saying that money is the root of all evil. Actually, the quote is that the love of money is the root of all evil. Ethical public relation practitioners have to maintain a service orientation rather than measuring everything in terms of money. Politics is like quicksand that has swallowed the ethics of many people, and the laws about political donations are so complex that it's a legal minefield. So companies should be open and transparent about their political contributions in order to avoid trouble. Don't ever think that gifts will sway reporters to write good things about the company. Unethical actions often backfire. The cultures of some countries condone bribes. In some cases, it's expected and accepted as part of their business environment. However, it is illegal for an American company to pay bribes anywhere in the world. Another concern is the legal rights of customers to be informed about safety issues and business practices. Also, promotions and other public relation messages must be sensitive to cultures in other nations. Between the internet and satellite broadcasters, a message that is intended for the American public will be received by the global public as well. As a public relations professional, you are personally responsible for your own reputation for honesty. So you should protest whenever your boss brings any pressure upon you to commit unethical actions. But if they still make you do it, you need to quit your job. Public relation practitioners who are honest can always find a position with another firm, but a dishonest person will be shunned by potential employers. Keep secrets that you learn while performing your duties, and never talk bad about people. An Indian proverb says that when a tiger dies, he leaves behind his skin, but when a man dies, all he leaves behind is his reputation. Telling the truth will maintain your credibility, which is the most important tool for public relations. If you don't know the answer to a question from the media, find the answer and get back to them. But never say no comment because it makes it look like you have something to hide. Instead, explain why you can't answer their question. Perhaps you cannot violate the privacy of a customer or employees. Maybe the information is a trade secret, or there may be a legal investigation going on. While you should never lie, public relation practitioners can try to put a good face on a bad situation. In the case of a crisis, first apologize or express regret, then take actions to help any victims of the disaster, and announce plans to make sure that it will never reoccur. Unethical acts will cause problems sooner or later. There may be civil lawsuits, legal fines, or bad publicity that hurts the profitability of the company. Also remember that top management has to set the example for the rest of the company. Several organizations have adopted and published codes of professional conduct that journalists and public relations practitioners are obligated to follow. But religions and philosophy also help define ethical behaviors. The Golden Rule is the most universal ethical rule, which is found in nearly all religions and philosophies. And the Bard perhaps said it best, but with so many different stakeholders that are in conflict to some degree, sometimes it's a very difficult task to decide on the ethical right thing to do.